This computer. Well, welcome everyone. Welcome to our Wednesday night free necklace call. I'm so excited that you're here. Whether you're here because you actually are curious about Park Lane as a business, or maybe you just want to win a free necklace, I'm glad you're here either way. Or maybe you're just helping your friend who's a new stylist with her training. We are happy that you are here. So for those of you who I've never met, my name is Carolyn. I have been a stylist with Park Lane for almost 3 years. Like next week, it's going to be 3 years. And I love it, but I've actually been in direct sales for 20 years. And I was with another jewelry company that closed during the pandemic. And because Park Lane recognizes and respects leadership, they brought me over already with a leadership title and commission level. And I was able to join them in December of 2020. And it has just been amazing. Our team just had our $1 million party an hour and a half ago, because not that we've sold $1 million total, just in 2023, my little jewelry team has sold $1 million. It's crazy. It's just been amazing. So let me just give you a little backstory on me. So 20 years ago, I was a stay-at-home mom. I was in my early 20s. I'm in like my mid 40s. And my sister called me. She said, Carolyn, I just went to a jewelry party. Uh, the lady made like $500. I got $500 free. I think I'm going to sell the stuff. I think you should too. And I said, what? Are you crazy? That sounds like a scam. I don't wear jewelry. I don't go to parties, and I don't know anybody. Click. And I made fun of her. I don't know if you've ever done this to anybody in your family, but that was me. And she lived 3 hours away. So about a year later, she came to town to do a show for one of my friends. And so I had to go, and I watched, and I thought, oh, well, this is kind of fun. Like, somebody else has shown me how to look cute, and there's snacks, and I guess I'll have a party. So when I booked my party, I decided it was pretty easy for me to connect the dots. I was like, she's going to make money off my friends and help them get free stuff, or I could make money off my friends and help them get free stuff. So I joined, and for 18 years, that company was really good to me. I was able to be a stay-at-home mom, work it around my life. And even in the last 3 years of that company, I worked a full-time job just because my kids were teenagers. Nobody was home during the day. And I was able to work a full-time job and still make significant income selling jewelry as my little side hustle. And we'll talk about why jewelry is a great product to sell here in a minute. But then came the pandemic. That company closed, and I joined Park Lane. And oh my goodness, my personal biggest year ever in my former company in sales was like $70,000. And this year I personally sold $200,000, because the program, and I'm not promising that anybody's going to sell that amount of money, but I've never had a 6-figure income until I found Park Lane. And I worked hard in my last company. I was a top performer. But things here are just different. And I love that it doesn't matter what your education is, what your socioeconomic status is. I love that jewelry appeals to women of all ages and stages. And it's just been so much fun. So I apologize, but you're kind of catching me off of a high, since I just left our $1 million party, which was so much fun. But real quickly tonight, hopefully in 20 minutes, I want to share with you a little bit about the people, a little bit about the products, and a little bit about the programs. So the people, Park Lane was started by Arthur and Shirley Levine back in the 50s. And in the early 2000s, 3 of their children purchased it from them. They were actually teenage newlyweds when they started this company in the 50s. So Park Lane's been around for 68 years. They are not some fly-by-night company, but a lot of areas where I have stylists, people haven't been to a party in so long, or they don't know anybody in their area that sells it. It's kind of a ground floor opportunity. So in the early 2000s, their sons bought it. They actually franchised it, and they started having franchises in different countries. So they are financially sound, debt-free, cash rich. I believe they are going to continue going. It was a shock for me on December 1st of 2020 when I got the email that my other company was closing. And I feel really safe here at Park Lane. So in the very beginning, they vowed to only keep 2% of the profit for themselves. And now the three brothers, Arthur, Mark, and Scott, they also only keep 2% of the profit for themselves. And the rest they pour back into the programs, which is why Park Lane, I believe, is the most generous company I've ever seen. Because if you think about it, most CEOs, company owners keep 20 to 30%, and ours only keep 2. So when I get to the programs part and you think, how can they do that? Just know it's because they only keep a small piece of the pie for themselves. So the product, I mean, hello, it's jewelry. If it's priced right and we like it, we'll buy it, right? How many of you have shopped and purchased Park Lane jewelry before? I actually have on another necklace under there. It's hard to see right now. But I consider it a semi-consumable product. I've been invited to lots of parties over the last many, many years, but I only have room for so much makeup. I only want to take the brand of supplements I want to take. I don't want to switch my whole lifestyle and, start eating healthy. Sometimes I eat healthy, but I don't want to do that for my business for the rest of my life. The nice thing about jewelry is there's no brand loyalty. Women could have just shopped at Dillard's and they will come buy our jewelry. We love that it is, because it's fashion, we always want the latest styles. Like this necklace that I have on right now, this is our evergreen necklace that just came out in our Christmas collection. It is Von Cleef inspired, which the original version of this, whoops, I just got it hooked around my earrings, is like thousands of dollars. And women can get ours for $30 because of our special. It's just so good. And we have jewelry for women of all ages and stages. We have dainty delicates, we have designer inspirations, we have career wear, we have boho. So it's nice that it appeals to women of all walks of life. And it's just so much fun. You don't have to know a ton of stuff to be able to go, look, it's pretty. And it makes women feel good. So all those years ago, I did not dress up. And then I learned I could wear a solid colored shirt, throw on jewelry, and people would compliment me. And now I get to teach other women how to do that. And I can't tell you how many messages I get about their confidence growing and them feeling prettier. And let's face it, when we look good, we feel good. When we feel good, we do good, right? So I love that about our jewelry, and all of our jewelry is guaranteed. So if you get Park Lane jewelry ever, or you sell it to a friend, in the first 4 months, if it breaks for any reason, Park Lane replaces it for free. After that, as long as it's still in the collection, they will replace it for $10 plus shipping. If it's no longer in the collection, but they purchased it within the last year, then for that $10 fee plus shipping, they can pick out something new. So I love to tell my friends that your jewelry is guaranteed for at least a year, sometimes longer. So that's a little bit about the product. And then the programs. This is my favorite part. And feel free to put questions in the chat. And for those of you that are here live, I will give you time while we're not recording to ask questions at the end. But our programs are my favorite part because Park Lane totally spoils 3 different people: the customers, the hostesses, and the stylists. And when you become a stylist with Park Lane, you can actually triple dip and take advantage of all 3 types of people's perks. So let's talk about the customers first. So Park Lane always has a buy 2, get 4 at half price sale, which means your customers can choose 2 really inexpensive items. I always try to direct them to the $20 to $30 pieces, and then they can get 4 more expensive items at half price. I don't know of any other store or company that offers a sale like that. And we women love a great sale. And that 2 full price and those 4 half price items, those are fully commissionable items for you as a stylist. So you're able to earn income when they go, oh, I have 4 half price items to use, and they spend, $200. You make commission off that full $200. And then on top of that, Park Lane usually, actually for the whole 3 years I've been in, they always have a weekly extra bonus. And typically you can bank on the fact that when your customers spend at least $90 on full and half price items, that they can go back and pick out a $200 item for $30. Sometimes they can get 2, sometimes there's a free item involved. But we always know that they're at least going to be able to get 1 really high-end item. I'm trying to think, what do I have on? Like my evergreen necklace. This is over $100 normally, but when they could get it at half price or they could get it for $30. So I love our sale. And what happens when women love a sale? Well, they usually tell their friends and then they book parties. But before I tell you about that, we also have things called style drops. These are deeply discounted items like my cider bracelet that I have on here. This is retail valued at over $200. And right now, our customers can purchase this for $40 with any $40 purchase. So we typically get a style drop almost every week. This week's been kind of crazy because it was Thanksgiving week, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. We have had like special drops daily this week. It has been amazing. I know Barbara's on here. She's had a new high month. I've had a new high month because Park Lane is always, it's not about this piece of jewelry. It's about their marketing. They are so good about always bringing us fresh new product and making it exciting and fun. So we don't have to be creative and think up stuff. They just keep rolling out things for us to share with our people. And that gives us repeat business that I never had in my former company. So when you have women that love the sales, they love the jewelry, then it's very easy to transition that into where they decide to become a hostess. And when they host a show for you, it could be in person. Like I do restaurant shows, I do lunchtime shows, I do tons of Facebook live shows where we just have a private group on Facebook. I do in-person parties at their home. But for about 2 years, I did almost all virtual because of the pandemic. So we have amazing training on how to do virtual parties. Or if you want to do in-home parties, we have great training for that. But when someone hosts a show with you, Park Lane is going to give them a $200 item for $30 as a thank you. They're going to give them 4 half price items, which you make commission off of. And they're also going to give them free jewelry credit. And that's based off of how many orders they get. So for every single order they get $20 free, no matter how big or small the order is. And then once they get to 10 orders, so 9 orders would be 180 free. But as soon as they get to 10 orders of any size, Park Lane doubles their shopping credits to $40 per order, all the way back to the beginning. So then they get at least $400 in free jewelry. And there's no cap on that. So if they get an 11th order, that's another 40. A 12th order, that's another 40. So I have given away, my biggest show ever was, I think, 31 orders, and she got $1,240. Plus, on every party, we have two $50 awards that we can give away. I use those to incentivize my hostesses and help them have successful parties. So I like to give them an extra 50 free if they have 10 people in attendance, or maybe an extra 50 free if they get 3 future bookings. But for those $50 awards, you just pay $10 a piece to give those to her. And it's so much fun. So our hostesses, on top of that, when a friend books from their show, they get an additional $200 item for $30 at their friend's show. So that's getting your hostesses to say, hey, you should have a party. I have a perfect example of this. I did a live Sunday night. She got some orders. I messaged one of the ladies back. I said, thank you so much for your order. Would you ever like to have a party? And she said, no, thanks. I just don't wear that much jewelry. I just wanted to help Mary Beth out. I said, that's fine. Well, my hostess, Mary Beth, she went and got her hair done. That was her hairstylist. And she said, you really should have a party. You could get a lot of free stuff. And I'd get an extra bonus item at your party. That lady booked a party with me because she wanted to help Mary Beth get some free stuff. And it also, she realized it would be nice. There was a $90 necklace that she wanted, which she could have gotten at half price, but she decided to book the party so she could win that for free. So it gets your hostesses like promoting it for you, which helps your business reproduce. And I've watched a lot of friends sell a lot of different things that don't have a party plan, and they just have to go out and find strangers to sell to. But with Park Lane, we have such an amazing party plan. People bring their friends to you so that you can show them the jewelry, and then their friends decide they want to get free jewelry. And that is what keeps your business going. So I love our hostess plan, but then I also love the perks that they have for us as stylists. That's the third person. And remember, when you become a stylist, you can shop the customer sales. You could have that order on a party in your name where you're the hostess. So you also get the hostess perks. But then as a stylist in Park Lane, we all have access to the most amazing fundraiser program I've ever seen. They will let us set up a fundraiser link for any nonprofit and say your kid swims on a swim team. My kids used to, they're grown now, but I would do a fundraiser for them every year. I could set up this link. Everybody, all the parents could share it to their friends and family. When we closed that event, Park Lane wrote a check for 50% of the sales to that organization. And they will do that for any nonprofit that you want them to do it for. So it helps you get into groups of women who maybe don't need free jewelry, but they want to do a give back. So you have access to that fundraiser program. We have not one, but 2 luxury travel trips you can earn every year. Tonight is the final night for a bunch of women on our team that are wrapping up earning their trip to Dublin, Ireland. This will be my 6th, maybe, trip that I've earned with Park Lane, where it was for me and my husband. They cover airfare and everything. You get there, you put your wallet in the safe, and it's amazing. I'm talking 5-star accommodations. When we were in Aruba, they took us to a private beach, and we had everything was all inclusive, including massages on the beach. That's the kind of like level of luxury that they do for us. I would never, maybe I could afford to travel that way. Probably not. But even if I could, I wouldn't spend that kind of money. And so it's so fun that they do that for us. They also have free jewelry that we can earn. I know my mannequin is naked right now, but like a lot of the jewelry behind me, or a lot of the jewelry that I take to my shows, is jewelry that I've earned for free, because we can earn over $1,100 in free jewelry every month through our Rich Rewards Club. And that is just based off of your sales and your recruiting. So if you just want to sell jewelry, you can earn, I don't know, about like $850 in free jewelry every month. If you want to focus on recruiting, you could earn $600 in free jewelry a month from that. If you do both, you can earn it all. And it's totally up to you. But let's talk about how you make money, because you might be sitting there thinking, yeah, trips, whatever, jewelry, whatever. Show me the money, right? Anybody thinking that? Everyone in Park Lane earns at least 30% commission starting out. You can work your way up to where you're earning 50% commission. It depends on where you are in like the compensation plan. But anytime you promote, you never go backwards. So even if you come in as a new stylist earning 30%, if you have one friend join your team, you can get your first 5% pay raise. And even if she gets out, you don't lose it. You don't have to requalify. You don't have to re-promote. You always keep your title, and you always keep your commission level. And if you have previous leadership experience in any direct selling space, there's a chance you could come in already at a leadership position. So 3 years ago, when my other company closed, they brought me over as a senior division leader, already making 45%. And since then, I've promoted to a sales vice president. But I did not, when I came over, it was like me and 2 friends. I didn't have to earn that level that I was at, because I had proven that I had built a team previously. So if you have, or if you know someone who has previous leadership experience in a direct selling company, maybe tell them about whoever invited you to this, because it really is a sweet deal. I don't know any other company that offers that. Should you choose to build a team, you get paid infinitely deep on your team. We don't have any breakaways. So you're not going to recruit a rock star and her shoot past you, and then you stop making money off of her. There is a way for you to always earn commission off of someone, even if they promote to a level higher than you, which is really, really nice. And we have lots of other programs. We earn free jewelry like all the time. You cannot turn around in this business without earning free jewelry. And what I love is you can just be trying to earn free jewelry, but whatever you submit is also going in your trip bucket. We have a Mercedes car plan where you can drive a Mercedes for free. So your points are going into that. I earned a Mercedes by accident. I was trying to win a trip to Key West, and I also earned the Mercedes. And you can take the Mercedes, or you can take a $500 a month cash bonus. Totally up to you. I took the cash because I'm very practical, and I quit my full-time job that had free health care. And so my Mercedes bonus goes towards my health insurance. Anybody else practical like me? There's a number of us on our team that chose the cash bonus instead. But my friend Jennifer, she drove a Mercedes convertible for a while. And then I think after about a year, she was like, nah, she's going back to the cash. So it's totally up to you what you want to do. But you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but what does it cost? So we have 3 different kits you could choose to join with. And really the only difference is how much jewelry you get, because when you join Park Lane, you have a website for an entire year. With your website, they cover all of your credit card processing fees. The jewelry ships directly to the customer, so you're not having to like sort and organize stuff. Neither does your hostess. So really the kit is just how much jewelry do you want. So our biggest kit comes with $2,000 worth of jewelry, and it's only $439. That's called the Boss Kit, which just sounds exciting. And you get to pick out your jewelry. So you would get to pick out $2,000 worth of jewelry. Or if you're thinking, Carolyn, I don't have $439 sitting around. Christmas is in like a month, right? So you could do our business kit. That's our most popular one. It's $229. And with that, you get to pick out $1,000 worth of jewelry. Or if you're really strapped for money, then you definitely need this business and we want to help you get started. We have a basic kit that's only $99. And with that, you still get to pick out $500 worth of jewelry. Even if you just wanted to give this a try for December and sell to your friends and family and see how it goes, or maybe you want to try it for December and January. $99, that's practically no risk. And there's an extra perk should you decide to join by midnight tonight. I'm normally not like a high pressure person, but it was supposed to end last Wednesday and they extended it to this Wednesday. Our weeks end on Wednesdays. So whatever we turn in by Wednesday, we get a direct deposit the next Tuesday. So pretty much tonight is like the end of November for us. But any new stylist who joins, no matter which kit you choose, you get to pick one of our impression bracelets, which these retail for $188. Nobody ever pays that. We either help them get it for half price or as their $30 bonus item. But you would get to pick any color of impression bracelet for free plus your kit. So if you did the $99, you'd pick out $500 free plus an impression. $229, $1,000 in jewelry plus an impression. $439, $2,000 worth of jewelry plus an impression bracelet. These are like our most sought after items. So it's really exciting. And then it's an exciting time to join our team because our team just keeps breaking records over and over and over. And I think it's because we have such an amazing onboarding system. So we have like not company made videos. We have videos that we personally have made showing you, how to enter orders, how to build carts, how to do a show, how to be successful on Facebook. All the graphics that we use are designed. We pay a graphic designer. So we have beautiful pictures already ready for you to use in your Facebook parties or to share on your timeline. Some of us even share our reels, like our little rolling videos that you can share in your party groups. So it's just an amazing team to be part of. So if you think that this is something you might want to do, I would recommend that you reach out to your stylist that invited you and say, just send me the sign-up instructions so I can look at it. Because that way you can go click on it. You can check out our website. You don't have to sign up tonight, but should you decide to sign up tonight, you would be able to pick out that free impression bracelet. It literally takes like 5 minutes to sign up. And then you have an entire week to pick out your jewelry. Because you might be thinking, oh my gosh, Carolyn, I can't pick out $2,000 worth of jewelry right now or $1,000 worth of jewelry right now. That's okay. You don't have to. You would just sign up. You would have to pick your color of impression bracelet tonight. That's it. But then you would have a week to pick out your jewelry for your kit. So think about it. I'm going to stop the recording here in a second so you guys can ask questions, but I want to make sure I give you our code word. So every week we have this little Google Doc survey. I just put it in the chat. You guys fill that out so we know you are here, and that puts you into the drawing for our free necklace. And our keyword tonight is going to be impression, since you can get a free impression bracelet right now. So you can go ahead and click that link if you're here live. And I am going to stop the recording in case anyone here live wants to ask questions. That way you don't have to worry about being on our little YouTube recording afterwards.